Hello, welcome to NorCal Sports TV's Summer Basketball Camp, along with my producer Joseph Yanez. Mario Ramos, pleased to be alongside you as we are in the D League here at the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. We got the Dazzle and the Altitude layup for Jameis Sullivan, short. The Dazzle in white is going to be Witt, Sullivan, Richardson, Peckham, along with Caden Padilla to start for the team in white. There's a drive from Avery Raya along the baseline. Strong take, can't get it to go. It's Raya, Jansen, Burgess. You also have Johnson as there's a three-pointer in the corner. That one from Landon Richardson gets that one to go. 3-0. In the early going, Mason Johnson gets this one over to Landon and Sout. Hands it from the baseline. Peckham with the rebound. Sullivan bringing it across to the middle of the court. Setting up the offense. Dribble handoff to Richardson. Padilla. Wanted to give it to Witt. A little confusion. Ends up with the steal. Here comes Mason Johnson. Johnson. We got thought we had a foul call, but no. It's going to go the other way. Richardson ripped through. That one didn't hit anything. It's going to go out of bounds. Over to the Altitude, I believe. There we go. Delayed call, but we got it right. Hansa. Picked up by Peckham on the switch. Now they switch over back to Sullivan. Kick out. Padilla got a hand on it. Johnson trying to shake him. One dribble pull up. Got it to go. Nice shot there for Mason Johnson. Got his squad on the board. 3-2. Our final game of the evening at NorCal Sports TV Summer Camp is Sullivan gets to the cup. Can't get it up and in. We had 13 games on our network today. One going on court 2. And so gets inside. This game got off to a little bit of a late start. The first game after dinner went triple overtime, so it's pushed everything else back. We apologize for the delay. Peckham with a nice rebound. Richardson trying to size up Jansen. Gets to the left hand, cut off. Good defense there by Trevor Jansen. Up top to Peckham. Richardson hit 1-3. This one's short. Goes out of bounds over to the Altitude. Altitude led by Coach Sam Garski. The Dazzle have head coach Charles Roth in charge. There's Nass Burgess trying to size up Peckham. Richardson looking to get past Jansen. Jansen with a tough shot over Richardson, I should say. Gets that one to go. Nice little free throw line fall away as the Altitude out in front. First time they lead. Nice little step back from Jamison Sullivan, who has that one picked off, or Jameis Sullivan, excuse me. And Jansen run out layup. He's got back-to-back baskets. 6-3 Altitude. Jameis kicks it out to Richardson. Landon. Top to Caden Padilla. Gives it back over to Jameis Sullivan. Johnny Peckham trying to find E.J. Witt. Witt's pass deflected, knocked out of bounds, and that'll stay with the Dazzle. So we'll play 15 minutes in the first half. And we got 5-minute increments, and we'll stop the ball every 5 minutes to let them know let them get some substitutions. In the second half, we'll have 17 minutes. Stop every 5 minutes. And then the final 2 minutes, we'll play out like a regular ball game. Here's Padilla, sidestep 3 on the way for Caden. Just off the mark. And think Peckham's going to pick up the over-the-back foul, trying to get that rebound on Burgess. Landon Hansen brings it up. Going up against Sullivan. Sullivan trying to pressure the ball. Johnson. It's out to Jansen. Jansen driving along the baseline. Runner short. Padilla with the rebound. Trying to take off, but he forgot the basketball. Jameis Sullivan over to Johnny Peckham. They get into the corner to Padilla. Padilla driving the baseline. Now brings it back out. Burgess goes and takes it away from him there. Good defense there by Nash Burgess. Up ahead to Mason Johnson. Altitude running the break. And they hit Trevor Jansen in transition for another bucket. 6 points in the game for Trevor Jansen as we're going to take our first substitution timeout on NorCal Sports TV. Come back with the Altitude leading the Dazzle 8-3. Welcome back to NorCal Sports TV's coverage of the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp.
Let's go.
Substitutions taking place. We're back to the action here between the Dazzle and the Altitude. This in the D-League division, 7th and 8th grade here at the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. Micah Ramos out on the court for the Dazzle, bringing the ball up. Out there at Ram Gangosame, Johnny Peckham, Landon Richardson, and Jameis Sullivan. Sullivan with it on the wing. Looking for Peckham. Nothing doing there. Gangosame able to find a lane. It's all the way to the basket. Layup good for two. Nice take there by Ram. He's got a bucket. That's it to a three-point lead. Got the 8-0 run that the Altitude we're on, and there's a three-pointer in the corner for Sasha Bott. Three-ball corner pocket. Got that one to go, no hesitation. Fires and knocks down the triple. 11-5. Ramos, little head fake. Gets inside, takes a tough off-balance shot. Can't get that one to go across his body, and it goes out of bounds to, let's see, last touch by the Altitude, so it's going to be Dazzle basketball. They set up the out-of-bounds play. Ramos cutting down the lane, can't get him the basketball as it's tapped away. Sullivan trying to fight for it. Johnson able to come out with it, but we had a whistle and a jump ball. And that's going to stay, I think, with the Dazzle. 1 minute. Now it's going to be Altitude basketball. Johnson bringing it up for the Altitude. Gets to his left, goes up and over Peckham, but drew some contact. 2 free throws coming up here from Mason Johnson. Nice take there from Mason, making his way out here from Santa Rosa. Got people from all over out here. Got people from Morro Bay, Escalon, Napa, Morgan Hill, Ukiah, Turlock, Ripon, Palo Alto, San Jose, Kamuela, Hawaii. All in the house. 15. Ramos with it up top. Hand off to Richardson. nearly had his second three. That one in and out. Rebounded by Mason Johnson. Johnson across half court. Picked up by Sullivan. Get it inside to Jansen. Loose ball. Knocked away up top by Richardson. He's got to run out, being chased by Burgess. Goes through Burgess and gets the layup to go. Nice finish there by Landon Richardson. Second bucket of the game. First one came from downtown for Landon as he steps in front of Johnson. Great defense. Burgess, crossover, gets past Peckham. Ball loose. Nice bounce pass by Taylor. Gets it over to Burgess. Johnson. Rebound by Taylor. Johnson trying to step through. Here's a jump shot by Jansen. He's got 8 in the ball game. (13-7). Ramos picks up a dribble, gets it out to Landon Richardson. Being scored for the Dazzle. He's got 5 of their 7. Sullivan. Wanted Gongasame. He comes back for it. Gongasame up top to Ramos. Ramos trying to get a step on Taylor. Spins. Gives it off to Richardson. Richardson inside. Layup won't go. Here comes Johnson with the run out. Johnson to Bott. Layup good for 2. Nice finish there by Sasha Bott in transition. How about Sasha with the three-pointer in transition where he didn't hesitate in the corner. Pulled the trigger, knocked that one down. And then he's also got that layup. Finishing at the basket off 1 foot. Good finish there for Sasha. He's got 5 in the game as Burgess nearly had a steal. Gongasame still keeping it alive. Trying to give it off to Richardson, but Jansen looking to take it. Richardson on the ground. Able to find Gongasame. Here's Ramos on the baseline. He loses the handle. All being batted around. Ramos with it up top. Trying to find some space. Puts it up. Mid-range is good for 2. Nice shot there from Micah Ramos. That's going to take us to a commercial break here on NorCal Sports TV. He gets the jumper to go to make it 15-9. The altitude over the Dazzle here on NCS TV. Welcome back to NorCal Sports TV's coverage of the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp. Trying to get going here. Not sure what the delay is on the court, but we'll get them up. We got the Dazzle and the altitude. We got 15-9 as the referees are having a conversation. Trying to get them going. Still continuing their conversation. We'll see if we get them started here on NorCal Sports TV. And we're ready to play. Back to go. 15-9 ball game. Just over 4 minutes, 15 seconds. Hand Soap back in the ball game. Gets it off to Taylor. Taylor, jump stop. Back out to Hand Soap. Guarded by Sullivan. Ramos guarding Johnson up top. Jansen picked up by Richardson at the free throw line. Hand Soap launches a three. That one rattles home. All three of those for Landon Hand Soap. Three-pointer there for Landon. Doubles up the lead. It's 18-9. Altitude over the Dazzle. Richardson, he'll fire. Answer three. Nope. EJ Witt with the rebound. Can't get it to go off the glass. Avery Raya back into the ball game for the Altitude with the rebound. Johnson. Tries to go back door to Jansen. Didn't have much of an angle, but he was fouled by Richardson. Two free throws coming up here for Trevor Jansen. Jansen, deep breath. Ready for the free throw. The youngster from Escalon misses the first. One more coming up here for Trevor. He's got 8 in the ball game. Make it 9 as he goes 1 of 2 at the line. 10-point lead for the Altitude. Sullivan, Ramos, Witt. We also got Padilla and Richardson, the 5 out here for the Dazzles. Richardson gets to the cup, nearly got it to go. 2 free throws coming up for Landon Richardson. Nice take there from Landon, who's ultra aggressive with the dribble. I like it. Really good defensively as well, just hounding the ball handlers. Non-stop here at NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. First free throw from Richardson. Rolls off the iron. He'll get one more. Second free throw up and off the rim and batted out of bounds. It's going to stay down at this end, I believe. Let's see. Yep, last touch by the Altitude. It'll be Dazzle basketball. They set up their out of bounds play. Richardson looking for some help. Thought he had Ramos, but it got deflected. So it'll stay with the Dazzle. A minute and a half left here in the first half. The second half will be 17 minutes long. Baskets inside of Jameis Sullivan. Richardson back out in the corner. Dribbles between the legs, rises and fires, and that one's short. Raya with the rebound. Johnson. Into Jansen, and the fast break. That one rolls off and into the hands of Jameis Sullivan.
1 minute.
Final minute here in the first half. Kick out to Padilla. Witt has it along the baseline. Witt with the running shot. Back rim to Avery Raya. Raya passes it off to Taylor. Taylor stops at the block and got hit on the way up. Richardson got caught with the hand in the cookie jar. And that's going to send Chase Taylor to the free throw line.
30 seconds.
.20 seconds. As Taylor puts one up. That one rolls all the way around and out. One more free throw upcoming here for Chase. 10 seconds. 10 seconds left to play after these free throws from Chase Taylor, or this free throw. That one is good for Chase. Make it 20-9. Final seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Richardson at the buzzer. Good if it goes. Just short. And that'll take us to our halftime break. 20-9 the score. The Altitude leading the Dazzle by 11 as we head to halftime here at NorCal Sports TV's Summer Basketball Camp. Welcome back, NorCal Sports TV. We got some confusion going on. We're coming back from halftime, so we should be taking it out at half court. So no bucket there. Not sure why we were taking it off or taking it out on the baseline, but we've come to our senses. Got a makeshift officiating crew. So we're working through this one as we get started here in the second half with Padilla, Sullivan, Angosame, Witt, and Peckham. Starting five for the Dazzle. Grab possession. It's Raya, Bott, Johnson, Hansote, and we also have Burgess, the five for the altitude as Bott comes up with the loose ball. Witt comes up with the steal. Witt going all the way to the basket. Layup too strong off the iron. Good defense, though, by E.J. Witt. Johnson kicks it off to Burgess. Wing three. Sullivan skies in for the board. Sullivan. I see the 5 on the jersey. It'll be off here. Sullivan, step back three. Grazes the rim and ends up in the hands of Avery Raya. Raya across half court. Gets a step. Now picks up the dribble, gets it back over to Johnson. And so picked up by Ramasamy. Bott. Bounce pass to Johnson. Johnson guarded by Sullivan. Burgess gets a step in on Peckham. Off the glass. Witt knocked it out of bounds. Tried to save it. Couldn't do so. Coach Ross appreciating the hustle. It's going to stay with the altitude down on the baseline. Inside, easy look for Sasha Bott. He's got another bucket, 22 points. Now for the altitude, 22-9. Leading by 13. 7 in the game for Sasha. Angosame slipping through the cracks, kick out. 3 on the way for Padilla. Got it to go. 3 ball in the corner pocket for Caden Padilla. It's back to a 10-point game, 22-12. Johnson trying to answer. 3 won't go. Burgess with the rebound. Got it, and 1. Nice take there by Nash. Burgess able to power through the contact from Johnny Peckham. Go ahead to the free throw line, a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play. One free throw for Nash. Peckham able to get in the lane in time. Thought he was going to get in there early. He grabs the rebound off the Burgess miss. Padilla wanted another 3 and then bounces it off the foot of Avery Raya. Nice hustle there by Caden Padilla. So we're a couple of minutes away from our next substitution timeout. We'll stop at 12, 7, and 2. And the final 2 minutes will be played out like a regular ball game here in the second half. As Witt wanted a fall away. You got a travel being called instead. Lifted the pivot foot. Johnson. Sullivan trying to get under the screen. Able to get there, but Johnson gets to the block, tries to dish it off to Burgess. Burgess can't get it up and over Peckham. Just have to get a comfortable shot over Peckham as they try to hit Gongosame down the lane. He was on a rim run. Instead, the loose ball ends up in the hands of Sasha Bott. Johnson over to Hanso. Hanso up top to Johnson. Johnson, little rip through, reverse dribble, reverse layup. Won't go. Here's Padilla. Padilla pushing down the right side. Now down the baseline. Reverse pivot. Trying to step through. Reverse layup. Almost got it to go. Nash Burgess hauls in the board. Down the lane. Here's Raya. Step through and he was hit by Padilla. 2 free throws coming up here for Avery Raya. 40 seconds away from a substitution timeout at the NCSTV Summer Basketball Camp. Our last game of the day here on day 2. We'll have plenty of action for you once again on day 3. Go to NorCalSportsTV.com for our game information. You can also go to YouTube.com/NorCalSportsTV and like and subscribe our channel. And you can be alerted every time NorCal Sports TV goes live as Raya gets 1 of 2. 25-11 in favor of the Altitude over the Dazzle. Here in D-League division, the clock, you do that in NBA games, you see that a lot. As Padilla's going to let it tick down near our substitution timeout. We almost called it there. Instead, we're going to get another possession before we get a substitution. Sullivan gets inside, lets Johnson fly by, shot short. Ball loose, picked up by Sullivan. Dazzle maintaining possession. Sullivan, a little head fake. Step back at the elbow. Short over to Burgess.
Timeout.
Burgess up top, gets it to Johnson. Johnson, a little hezzy, all the way to the basket and gets a bucket. And that'll take us to our timeout break here on NorCal Sports TV. 27-11 in favor of the Altitude over the Dazzle here at the summer basketball camp. Welcome back to NorCal Sports TV. We're at the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, the Sierra Outdoor School, high atop the hill here in Sonora, California. Dazzle 11, Altitude 27. Dazzle with possession. We come back from our substitution break. Ramos, Padilla, Ganguasame, Peckham, and Richardson out there for Team Dazzle. Richardson gets inside, and ball last touched, I think, by the Altitude. Peckham, I think, forgot he was on offense. He was camping out in the key. Ganguasame gets it. I think now Johnny knows which way they're going. Flashes across the paint. Gets it out to Ganguasame. Padilla with the deep three. Short. Rebound Burgess. Richardson able to get to that pass. Richardson had it deflected. Richardson wanted to drop it off inside to Peckham. He was looking pick and roll. Not on the same page. Here comes Taylor. Taylor out to Raya. Raya gets a step along the baseline. Layup too strong. Burgess had it and tapped out of bounds. Let's see whose ball it's going to be. And looks like the Altitude's heading back on defense, so it's going to the Dazzle. Peckham to bring it up. He gives it off to Ramos. Ramos. Cross up on Jansen. Gets inside. Kick out to Padilla. Peckham. Top to Richardson. Richardson wants a screen up top from Peckham. Here comes the ball screen. Do a good job of switching it. Peckham with it at the elbow. Richardson going back door. Richardson pulls up. That one misses everything. Here's Burgess with the board. Burgess. Oh, nice hesitation. Gets a step on Peckham. Jansen loses the defender. That one rolls out. Rebound pulled in. I believe that was Taylor who crashed the boards on the weak side. Yeah, Taylor had it, but couldn't maintain possession. Ramos looking to push the other way here for the Dazzle. Skip it over to Padilla. Padilla finds an opening. Padilla fades. Beckham with the rebound. Gets it out on the wing to Ramos. Ramos gonna dribble back up top. Look to space things up. Picks up his dribble looking for help. Gets Richardson down on the block. Richardson wants to step through. Left-hand layup won't go. And Taylor with another board. Raya left wide open down low. Can't get that shot to go. And Jansen hit as he knocks that one in. And one. Trevor Jansen. Jansen to get a free throw. Try to make it 30-11. One free throw upcoming as he got hit hit from behind. Free throw for Jansen is good. 3-point play for him. He's got a dozen. It's 30-11 in favor of the Altitude. Ramos, guarded by Jansen. Doubled by Burgess, able to hang on to it, kick it out to Gongasame. Burgess again gets a deflection, forces the steal. Taylor wanted Burgess up top. He wasn't going to be able to make that pass, so he gets it out to Raya. Here's a cutting Jansen, layup good for two. Padilla, it's out to Ramos. Ramos thought about the three. Instead puts it on the floor. Up to Padilla. Gongasame with it in the corner, turns, spins, layup short.
Break.
And that'll take us to our substitution timeout here on NorCal Sports TV. We'll step aside and be back with more summer basketball camp right after this. We're back with 6:41 left to play at NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. Dazzle 11, Altitude 30. They've been in command, have the altitude throughout this ball game. Johnson, guarded by Richardson up top. Bott kicks it out on the wing. Taylor, Raya, he'll fire the mid-range. Beckham, nice rebound. Sullivan, bringing it across the timeline, trying to work on Taylor. Picked up by Burgess. Burgess again with those active hands, forcing some deflections, making things tough on the offensive end for the Dazzle. Richardson picks up the dribble looking for help, has Padilla. Padilla drives to the basket, layup won't go. Rebound Johnson. Johnson has Burgess at the free throw line. Kicks it back out to Bott. Richardson in the passing lane. Nearly got a deflection. See which way it goes. And it's going to be Dazzle ball. Nice hustle there by Landon Richardson. Good defensive play. Able to get the possession as Jameis Sullivan. It's the handoff. Landon Richardson. Richardson fighting for the loose ball with Raya. Ball picked up by Padilla. Too strong. Kicked out. Sullivan. Little midi. Short. Raya with the board. Johnson. To step on Burgess. Burgess screen roll. Picked up by Taylor. Loose ball at the foul line, and now we got another loose ball, and this one picked up by Padilla. Tie up. And it's going to be altitude basketball on the possession arrow, so they'll have it down at the baseline. 4.5 left to play. We'll stop again at 2 minutes. Have another final substitution timeout. Campers getting ready for bed, most of them. These ones still got to get their jerseys in and get showered up before they hit the sack. Burgess inside of Johnson. Nice high-low pass, and Johnson able to get it to go for 2. Another bucket there from Mason Johnson. He's got 4. Nice pass there from Nash Burgess. 34-11. Sullivan was looking for Richardson. Pass came late. Allowed Johnson to get a deflection on it. He'll stay with the Dazzle. Try to sneak it into Peckham. Burgess was alert to that one. Witt with it. Has it in the corner. Looking for some help. And to find a reprieve, and now does so in the handoff to Richardson. Now he's in some trouble. Peckham's wide open down low. Nice pass from Landon Richardson. Johnny Peckham's first basket of the ball game. He gets one here. The late stages. Johnson kicks out Raya. Head fake, baseline drive. All the way to the cup. Layup's good for 2. Nice take there from Avery Raya. Aiden Padilla. Out on the wing to Richardson. Richardson, a little hezzy. Inside, float job, off the back rim and in. Nice take from Landon Richardson. He's got another bucket. 7 in the ball game for Landon. 36-15. Back door, Bott thought he had an opening. Peckham got a paul on that one. Johnson plays it into Burgess. Johnson kicks out to Bott. This one's stolen by Sullivan. Sullivan on the run out. Sullivan finds an opening, takes a tough left-handed shot. Got it to go. Nice finish by Jameis Sullivan. Couple buckets here for the Dazzle. Johnson gets down to the post. And the shot from Nash Burgess goes out of bounds and will take us to a timeout.
Timeout!
We got our 2-minute timeout break.
Timeout! When we come back, it's regular time for 2 minutes.
We'll come back for 2 minutes here on NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp between the Altitude and the Dazzle right after this commercial break. Mario Ramos along with Joseph Yanez here on NorCal Sports TV. Final 2 minutes of play between the Dazzle and the Altitude. Landon Richardson bringing it up for the Dazzle. Gets to the baseline, a little fall away. Mason Johnson hauls in the rebound for the Altitude, who have been in command from the get-go. Lead this one 36-17 here in the D-League division. Saw the Dazzle earlier. Had a good ball game. They picked up a dub earlier in the day. This one going the way of the Altitude, and there's a nice shot from Landon Hansote. His second bucket. The first one came from three-point range. He's got 5 in the ball game. Padilla gets a step. Padilla with a nice layup. Nice drive and take from Caden Padilla. Caden with 5 as well. Burgess guarded by Peckham. Burgess blows by Peckham all the way to the cup. Layup short. Jansen, kick out on the 3, won't go. Padilla with the rebound, looking to push. Padilla with the head of steam all the way into the front court. Now jump stops. And the shot won't count as he's called for the travel. The ball goes over. Over to the Altitude, so 39-17. Being corrected here on the score. My producer, Joseph Yanez. Got a minute left to play. Johnson trying to cook on Richardson. Good matchup there. Rattles out. Ball still loose. Bott picks it up. Now still loose in the corner. Richardson will pick it up. Richardson being doubled. Richardson still dribbling around the top. Johnson's going to give it away to Ramos on the wing. Jansen picks him up. Ramos trying to keep the handle alive. Kicks it out to Richardson. Richardson will fire three-pointer short. Burgess going to let that one go out of bounds. Final 10 seconds here between the Altitude and the Dazzle. It's going to wrap it up here at NorCal Sports TV's summer basketball camp. His hand sewed at the buzzer, won't go. And that'll wrap it up for us here at the Sierra Outdoor School. Day 2 is in the books here for the NorCal Sports TV Summer Basketball Camp. Day 3 will get started tomorrow along our network here on youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV. You can check the game schedule on NorCalSportsTV.com. Appreciate you joining us here today. We'll see you tomorrow. For my producer, Joseph Yanez, I'm Mario Ramos. Have a good night.